Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Chaos playthrough as Prince Sigvald the Magnificent. So, right now we are doing another lap of the north with Sigvald, and we've got our Chaos tower here with Diego, who's housekeeping it. I'm sorry, I'm taking the mick out of him because he called himself a housekeeper in the comments and has been a little bit salty about that, so now he is guarding my fortress here and guarding the entrance to the north here, and my allies here in the Tower of Kark. I might be moving Diego out of here to get him because he'll be more use elsewhere. I'm also going to spawn off another little army here who will actually continue doing rounds of the north. How are we? We're going to get this up grown a bit more, then we're going to spawn off a little army. And then Prince Sigvald is going to push into the Empire to start raiding there and really causing damage there, because we'll be able to get a lot more growth there, and which will really help us a lot. If the Empire doesn't fall before we get there, because the Empire's getting hammered by the Beastmen at the moment, I kind of think I've messed up with how much by leaving the Beastmen happening. Though, that said, some of the other Empire factions are obviously expanding, as we can see there. And we still have Zufbar there, who are doing quite well. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. And I can always have a bit of a fight with some beastmen if I want, though I know lore-wise I wouldn't. So, things aren't going badly. They could be going better, but they're definitely not going badly at the moment. What I really want to do is I want to get some vassals in the north. But it sounds daft, having this sort of constant war in the north is also very good for when I do want to spawn new little armies, because it means I don't need to worry so much about them. Oh, I can hit Varg camp straight away.
I'm touched by the eagle and the crow.
No, they won't.
Honor before glory.
The Varg aren't too powerful at the moment. It's working out where's going to help me more. These guys have got another... Oh! So actually, no, we're going this way to finish these guys off. And then we're going to hit the Bretonian areas in here. So we're going to smash these two, get these guys vassalized. And then we're going to push, because having all of these guys vassalized will also help up my income, especially once I've got a few more Chaos Towers around the place. All the vampire counts are also expanding. There's somebody else I'm not friends with anybody, so, you know, going to war with everybody is good for me. We are getting into a place where we can get a few more units. I'm going to get a Chaos Dragon as soon as I can as well, because I really like the idea of having a Chaos Dragon. I'm getting a bit concerned because he keeps attacking there and Diego is not getting to help, which does worry me a little bit. Oh wow, and they might be expanding themselves, so only if you vassalize. Nope, so they're going to get hammered soon. And they're also doing the same, only if you vassalize. Nope. So they're both desperate. That's not actually necessarily good. I like having people, Oh wow! So my brand new hero got wounded straight away. It's a nice easy cap for us. Oh, let's throw some of these down with some of my units. Nurgle! So we've raised that for Nurgle. Which is getting us, how long? We've got 7 turns of damage, 6 turns of growth, so actually I did need that, and 34 turns of weapon strength from the other thing. And we have leveled up again here. We've buffed up our army quite nicely. Tempted to get Legion of Doom as well, though for now... Ooh, what do I want? So this is Chaos Dragons once they've leveled up. Chaos Dragons, giant We've done our War Beasts, Monstrous Infantry and Giants. I assume that includes some of the big things. I'm tempted to buff him up himself, because obviously that is going to be very good, especially with Wound Maker. And it also generally means he is better in battle. That said, buffing up these is... I've got 16 points left. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 of those would be here. So I've theoretically got 6 more points to spend down here. So I could go through Legion of Doom, which is free. And we could get a few of these. Though I will never get Stand or Die, but I'm not so fussed by that one. So I'm going to get Legion of Doom, because I'm definitely going to keep Chosen in this army as well. I'm not so bothered about the rest. Do I want to spawn off? What's our growth? I want to up this a bit. I want to up my growth a bit before I spawn off a little baby horde. I don't know. I'm not sure if hordes gain... If it's just a straight spit of growth. They better not attack my allies. Because obviously it might be beneficial for me to have more growth when I split off. I don't know if it's a straight split between the two hordes. If it is, obviously I could then potentially grow another horde very quickly, but that might be a little bit too OP. No, I don't feel like a defensive alliance with you. I have no need for a defensive alliance with anybody at the moment. And if they attack my allies, I will go and crush the beastmen over there. Because they are my allies. No, we're going to move on Serpent Jetty and knock that over next turn. And we will vassalize them, or if we have an option to, we can always awaken another tribe.
Despoil!
Now.
Our mage has leveled up. Let's grab 1 level in Soul Blight. And Serpent Jetty is about to fall. I suspect they're going to be asking for a peace treaty again. We'll see if we want to offer them something like that. And then, no, we're going to go down this way. We're going to smash the Bretonian thing here, and we're going to push down into the Empire and start wrecking the Empire, pushing my way through the Empire. Because I've barely fought the Empire yet. I'm confused by what that little army is doing there. It keeps pushing forwards. I think it's pushing forwards, then running away. Which is just a bit weird, but you know. Whatever they want to do. So Serpent Jetty knows it's going to fall as well. So, you know, they know they're done for at this point. The Varg are still suffering.
Witness my beauty.
Hail the slaughterer!
Nice auto, and... Oh!
I am Slaanesh's scion.
Ah, they've taken Trollfjord. Right, while we're here, we are going to spin off a lord. Oh! I can't quite get the Ever-Chosen, but we can get Kolek Suneater. So, yeah. Kolek Suneater is being created. So no, he gets no population surplus. But he gets a fair bit of instant leveling up, guys. So, now, I suspect I want to buff up his damage. He is obviously... Oh, wow. I suspect he is going to be a beast of a lord. So, obviously, we want to make sure we make the absolute most of that. And that's a nice buff. We will buff up his army, but we're going to buff him up first. Now, he's going to be mostly large units, so we won't do Chosen for him. That's nice. And he is going to be leading my attacks to gain his growth over the next little bit of time. Because that will obviously mean that he will, well, he'll do slightly better out of it. He'll gain more from that, so, we'll do a little bit of switching up next to... No, actually, I don't think I will. Because I'm not going to be recruiting in this army just yet. We will be recruiting soon, but obviously while I'm recruiting, I can't really be moving a huge amount. So that's not necessarily something really beneficial for me to do. Please tell me that was Bretonia again. Yeah, I don't mind Bretonia expanding like that. No, you're still not getting a military alliance. I don't take alliances, I only vassalize people. Oh, I could just sail over and have some fun in the High Elf lands. That is far too tempting. I think he's literally charging forwards and... Oh, so we will enter a side on my ally there. You do not go to war with my vassals. So actually we're going to finish this off and we're going to push back this way. I think my vassals are going to deal with the Varg nicely, so I'm not so bothered by that. And again, if the Varg expand too much, I can always use Kolek to go and batter them. Oh, I say that. The Aceling's Conclave might be falling, but that's... Even if a few of them fall, that's just somewhere I can use to... Let's embed a sorcerer into his army. That was an easy quest. Move any character to that region, so we'll do that in a bit.
Bring ruin. Moving, father.
Diseased dogs! Present yourselves so I may put...
They are in a really annoying position to get to. So, right, we are going to do some recruitment. So you can get some of my units thrown over to you, Mr. Kolek. And you are going to start marching down that way.
The gods direct me.
And we are going to start recruiting. Oh, we can get aspiring champions as well. First off, I want a Chaos Dragon. I want 2 Shagoth. Dragon Ogres of Shagoth. They are very big, large, very damaging unit. What's their speed? They're actually not slow either. Are these guys monstrous infantry? It's large entities. It doesn't tell me if it's monstrous infantry or not. So, I'm assuming these guys count as monstrous infantry rather than giants. But, and, ooh, let's see the difference. They are tiny units, though, the aspiring champions. They do lots of damage. They have lots of weapon strength. They've got superhuman vigor, so we're going to pop a couple of them in as well. That's a lot of recruitment we're doing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it bad? I'm going to get another hero in here. I want another mage as well. So... Oh, I'd like to get another Chaos Sorcerer in here, but I can't at the moment. Can I build anything? Or do I need to up my Chaos Sorcerer account? That's what I want to do next. So we'll save up for an Arcane Vortex. And this is the thing, we get some very interesting units from up these trees, which we'll look at using. I obviously do want some Chaos Knights long run, because cavalry is good, though. Why would I do that when I can have, yeah, I'm not sure. I really want them. And trolls aren't necessarily so useful for me now. But yeah, so we've got things like Feral Manticore. We've got the Chaos Zealots, Undivided, who are a very solid sword infantry. They do magic damage. This is something... Some of these things are straight from... Like, I believe Aspiring Champions, these guys. These are Steel Faith units, guys. So you've got a few more choices around the place because of that. And I believe there are a few others from other places I get the choice of. I do want to be able to recruit Hell Cannons. That is going to be quite an important one for me too. Okay, anyway guys, that is the end turn. So we are really going to buff up that army. And then they are going to push down into the Empire. Obviously, Diego over here is doing nicely. He may spawn another army soon as well. As soon as he can, because that will help us too. No, we're still not giving you a defensive alliance. But basically I want to build big solid armies and get them spread over the world. The other thing I do want to do is I want to pop out an extra Chaos Fortress somewhere, simply because they are brilliant. I could literally just put Chaos Fortress next to Chaos Fortress next to Chaos Fortress, which would be a little daft and OP, but it would work. That's the silly thing about it. You are definitely not still getting a Confederation pack. I might not put the Chaos Fortresses next to each other, because that's taking advantage of the feature in an unintended way, which is basically cheating, guys. Okay, so they just destroyed the Aceling, and the Scaling have just been destroyed. So Kolek can start heading this way. Oh, actually, Kolek can go over here and have some fun, can't he? I'm going to pop out a couple more of these, because Kolek gets them 50% reduction. Is it 50%? Oh, it's just for recruiting, so actually no, we're not going to do that at the moment.
Choose me. Ready.
Okay, so Kolek's going to move around a bit. I'm moving them apart because when they're together they will start taking damage from that. Attrition from that, so that's not a good thing. So Kolek's going to move away, he's going to build up, and then he's going to start hitting the Varg. Because I don't want the Varg to stay. Ooh! So we are now at war with Bretonia, so they are going to be my first target in this little campaign. No. We're not paying money for a peace treaty with you when you're on the other side of the world, and we're not scared of you in the slightest. So let's have a look. So no, they keep charging around. I think this little army is kind of stuck here. It wants to get home, but it can't. Well, I'm not particularly fussed by that. They can be stuck there for as long as they need to be stuck there for. And I think some of my little factions do need some help, which is going to be your job, Kolek. So you are going to stop here and do some recruitment. Oop, no, not lords, not lords.
Dominance! This serves the dark powers!
Oh wow, he recruits so slowly because he's a baby horde. One more turn and these guys will be able to move. So here's the other thing, is I could really recruit here. I might just help him out. Yeah, I'm going to help him out. I'm going to move over. We're going to chuck a few units. We're going to do a mass recruit of single turn units, chuck them into Kolek's army. And then we're going to swap everything back around. And then we're going to start marching on our... pardon me. We're going to start marching on our enemies. Diego is sitting there holding his bridge really well. He's not getting attacked at all, so it's not difficult for him. But that's the point of him being there. This is a really nice choke point. So actually, him having this fortress here, effectively, it's gaining me cash, and it's controlling this part of the map. It's stopping these guys being able to attack easily, and it means that this part of the map is very controlled, because it's very hard. It's not easy. I don't think they can get across. They might be able to get around the top, but even then, to get anywhere, they've got to attack me. Wow, my little Chaos Army attacked my other little Chaos Army. That is annoying. Okay, so we now have a very shiny army. I want to see this Chaos Dragon in action.
Bring my mirror shield. Let us go!
Wow, and that's the difference.
Who are these grotesques?
Yes! Forged in blood!
Dominance.
Oh, I may have made a mistake.
Herald of the Tempest!
No, wrong recruitment.
What?
Ah, whoops. I can't afford that at the moment. End turn. Okay, so we're going to do some mass recruitment to Kolek next turn. We are taking a little bit of negatives, but that's not a huge amount, especially as we're going to be pushing now, so I can afford to be taking the negatives. That's not a bad thing. Again, we might throw out another little fortress somewhere to grow as well, which is always something I can do. The other thing I can always do is I can remove a lord from from a high level horde, though I would lose all those horde buildings, and I can turn that horde into a citadel. So, for example, if I wanted to, I could turn the horde I've got all of my really nice units into a citadel, and then re-recruit the lord and chuck the entire army into that. But it does take a few turns to do that.
Been sighted. These beastmen have...
Okay, so the beastmen are not playing nicely at the moment.
Bringer of darkness!
Right.
A worthy choice.
Are these guys missiles as well? No, we've already got some missiles in there.
Are you a god?
That takes that up to 20, which should mean he'll be at 20. I'll have a very basic horde, but it'll do to start with.
For chaos!
And you can be pushed up to the max, which makes you a really solid little place as well. With Mr. Diego here.
Mountains
End turn again. I'm sorry guys, we do seem to be getting a lot of end turns and autos battles here. It's just I'm not getting good battles at the moment. Once we're sorted out, I'm hoping to be getting ourselves in a position where we will start getting some really good, solid battles, guys. So we'll really be able to start pushing. So Kolek is going to smash the north to grow himself, and we'll either move up here and hit the Empire or move back through Bretonia. And Sigvald is going to start invading the Empire now, the Empire territories now. And oh, is that a confederation? So there's just been a big confederation there. So the Empire has just grown quite substantially. So we will be taking advantage of that and hammering into the Empire there, which should help us nicely. Okay. So let's do a little bit of swapping. Ooh, what can we build? I can build that, but I'm not doing that right now.
My adoring hordes agree.
I think that's everything.
Forward unto slaughter.
Avert your eyes.
I am mountain god. Oh yes.
You have leveled up. You can get Blade Master, obviously, and which is going to be the quickest way? Is it going to be going to sea and sailing down the coast? And we can start double timing, then Kolek can move. Ooh, no, 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 no.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Warrior way.
And
Onward to
Kolek can
destruction.
start moving next turn. Okay. So things are going nicely now. We're in a good setup. We've got running a little bit of a negative, but that's not a huge problem at the moment. Kolek's not got the best army, but there's a reason for that, because I don't want to waste a really high level army on him at this point, because it will cost me a lot of money, which I don't have. Whereas putting the bit of risk means he'll gain experience. We'll get some fun battles to fight, guys. And you know, I can take my time leveling him up, and we can start using him when we're in a better position. As I said, I do also want to get another horde out, which is just going to sit somewhere out of the way. It's going to be another Chaos Citadel, which I'll probably pop next to one of the other friendly faction capitals up here. Oh, they've just expanded, though that might not be a good idea, because I'm going to be moving, so I'll start hitting them on the way. Oh, wow, why is his horde growth at -3? Events, yay. That's what I forgot. I need to level up his blue tree first. I'm a numpty.
Handsome and lethal. Move.
I think they might be regretting that choice now.
Bring the storm.
This army is immense. I would like to actually, well, no, they're good. I see. I half want to replace them with pikes for anti-large, but then again, I mean, these guys are anti-large, so. It's end turn. And let's see. Can I knock buildings over in hordes, guys? Can I turn myself into a citadel for a few turns and then knock that citadel over? I'll have to have a look at that, because that would be very OP, actually. And that's where I think I also need to have a bit of support. So Kolek's going to start making his way this way, while my main lord pushes down into the Empire. So Kolek's going to burn along the north.
The spoilers come. It shall be.
Who are these grotesqueries?
While we do this, we're going to take the movement range, because we really don't need the growth, and you're going to zerg back this way. Okay, guys, and we are going to be ending this one here. So next turn, Kolek will be burning along the north, and Sigvald will be pushing down and smashing these two Bretonnian settlements, and then dropping straight down into the Empire and hammering into the Empire, and burning through their territories to expand. I do need to wipe out all of Bretonnia, but I'm going to rely on these guys growing to help control the north to an extent. I do also want to get, as I said, I want to get another one of these guys out, because these guys are huge. Can I actually... I can! So I can turn into one of these for a little bit. Wow. And actually this is nice, the growth as well. And that's all local armies. So actually these are good places to build other hordes nearby as well, because you get extra growth. So actually, this will cost us money, but we'll have all of these led by sorcerers. So look, who's actually, this doesn't matter. Let's just look who's got the best thing. Infernal dominance is always good, though I want to save that for my more offensive armies. We'll do that, and he is going to... Why did that make things cheaper? And he is going to go and set up another citadel here. And his job is just to sit here, stay safe, and slowly grow. Anyway, guys, I'm getting dragged back in. As I said, thank you very much for watching, guys. And we will be ending this one here.